Welcome to sports, everybody. The government secondary schools basketball season continuing yesterday at the Donald Davis Gym. In senior boys play, it was a rematch of the championship game from the Providence Basketball Club's Holiday Classic held last month at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The C.I. Gibson Rattlers in the powder blue and C.C. Sweeting Cobras in the gray once again going head-to-head, and the outcome was much the same this time around. The Rattlers finding a way to hold off the Cobras, winning for the second time in as many meetings. This one by a score of 88-82. William Rigby led the way in the win with a side-high 28 points. Alvano Miller put up a game-high 35 in the loss for the Cobras. Now, following high school action yesterday, the Donald Davis Gym playing host to a doubleheader in the New Providence Women's Basketball Association. Up first was a matchup between the defending champion 4J's Cheetahs and the always dangerous Johnson Truckers. Truckers playing good team ball early on. Glenda Gilcoot finds Chantel roll inside to Rakia King, and she'll go off the glass. On the other end, the Cheetahs responding with this Latoya Thompson 3, and this would be a back and forth first half, with the Truckers taking a 28-27 lead into the break. Not much changed in the third quarter, so we head to the fourth with the Cheetahs now leading by 1, 45-44. Late in the game, Cheetahs down by 4. They go to their bread and butter, Latoya Thompson. She'll drain another triple, one of her 6 on the night. She finished with a game-high 22. After a couple of missed opportunities from the Truckers, the Cheetahs would get the ball back. Anastasia Moultrie looking for the game winner. That's an air ball. A jump ball is called. Possession to the Truckers, and they run out the clock on a 67-66 victory.
We was up by 10. They had their run. When we did, we went in the timeout, and we tried to regroup and stick with it till the end.
It was a really tough loss, coming back down from 11 in the fourth quarter. We made a few little silly mistakes at the end, but got to take it.
There weren't any close calls in the nightcap. After a sluggish first quarter, the Bombardier operators took control and held off the COB Caribs 68-53.
Unfortunately, we seem to play to the level of teams we play against. And I think they came in to the game feeling that COB was going to be a pushover. But COB always give us good games because they run a system.
We probably lost faith in our game, and we slacked off on defense. We normally play person to person, but we was trying something new tonight, but it didn't work, but we'll try better to make it work for the next game.
We start off good, but then somewhere along, maybe the second, the third quarter, we start to lose, I guess, the intensity and our focus.
Now, the Caribs definitely have some work to do if they want to be in the money by the end of the regular season. However, like with any college or university program, growing pains have to be expected. For COB Athletic Director Kim Roll, this process is becoming even harder because of budget cuts, but she says they will continue to push forward in hopes of being able to improve all of the sports they compete in.
The 21st of this month, we'll be having our open tryouts where we're inviting high school students from the 11th and 12th grade to really, see what kind of talent is out there, talk to their parents, to garner some interest into our varsity sports. But we're still going strong. We have 7 varsity sports. Our men and women's basketball team just recently came back off international trip. Our men and women's soccer team was early in the fall semester. And so, we're still hard at it. We're not right where we want to be, but, every year we keep plugging at it to get it better.
Now, to go along with putting together competitive teams, Roll says it's also COB's hope to be able to bring in teams so locals can see exactly how our student athletes match up with their peers from abroad.
We know that our student body wants to see their colleagues play here. Often we travel to compete, and the students don't ever get to see the student athletes compete, the faculty, their friends and families. So we're working very hard on hosting an international tournament here. So if not this spring, definitely by the fall.
Well, Bahamian professional baseball player Anton Richardson taking a break from playing winter ball in Puerto Rico to come home and be a part of the opening ceremonies for Freedom Farm's 2012 season. Richardson thanked all of the coaches who helped him get where he is today and put in a request to those and others to keep up the good work.
I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your Saturdays and investing in the future of the Bahamas and investing in these young kids, because even though that, you know, at the time, I know it gets tough, because I know how stubborn I was when I was out there, and trust me, we do appreciate it. After when we get to a point that we could acknowledge it, we do appreciate it, everything that you do, and I just encourage you all to just keep working at it. And even though we teach in the game of baseball, I just encourage you all to keep, you know, guiding these young men and women and build a good foundation for them in terms of stress and education, hard work, and because we want to continue to groom successful young men and women.
Now, Richardson also took the time out to talk to the kids, encouraging them to do their best no matter what.
I wasn't always the best player. I remember when I first came out there, I couldn't even sniff the field. I was on the bench, but it was something that I loved to do, and I would come out there and I keep working hard and keep playing. And I say to each one of y'all out there today, it takes a lot, but you have to believe in yourself and have fun and keep pushing forward and working hard, and you can get to whichever goal you would like to get to in life, whether it is a Major League Baseball player, a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever it might be. But y'all just keep working hard. I'm going to continue to work hard for y'all and try and pave the way, as a lot of guys coming up behind us can do the same for y'all. And y'all just got to do me the favor, working hard, being mannerly, disciplined, telling your parents you love them for bringing you out there every Saturday, and the simple things like that.
And finally, in sports, after being postponed because of Hurricane Irene last August, the Bahamas Anti-Doping Commission finally able to host its inaugural doping control seminar next week at Super Clubs Breezes. It's an initiative which promises to be very educational.
Mandate of the Bahamas Anti-Doping Commission is to prevent doping in sports in this country for education and testing. To that end, we need to have our own people in place called doping control officers. We have 3 local DCOs here already. That's not enough, though. We endeavor to put it on all the family islands. So if an athlete is to be tested, be it international or local, regional, we have somebody on the ground, we can do that.
Chairman of the Bahamas Anti-Doping Commission, Dr. Jerome Lightbourne, went on to explain how the 3-day seminar will be conducted.
January 19th, we have a welcome reception. Introducing members of the Bahamas Anti-Doping Commission, the USADA, and also the DCOs, etc. All day Friday, we have a conference, talk about teaching, go to half day Saturday, doing the similar thing. At the end is a certified exam, by the way. You take an exam, you're certified. You're certified by World Anti-Doping and USADA. By the nature of that, they're all standardized, and they can count on us. If Usain Bolt comes into town, Michael Phelps comes into town on an island somewhere, we could test them, and be all testing on the same standard.
Now, this initiative has been in the works for about a year and a half now, and according to Dr. Lightbourne, they're moving full steam ahead.
We have signed on the cyclists already, and we have other members, other federations to sign on as well. One of the mandates of the Bahamas Anti-Doping Commission was that we put a package together where we have an agreement and sports agreement with the federation and the BOC. And that's good, because we, as the BADC, will test the elite athletes. We also need to test everybody. So by having every federation sign on and be responsible for 5 testing a year, I think we'll have to broaden our spectrum and keep us compliant, is the word I want to use, with the World Anti-Doping Association.
And that will do it for sports.